And for more, activist and community organizer Ron Gochez is talking to us from Los Angeles. Ron, good to see you as always. So what did you make of that piece? Quite interesting, huh? People from all walks of life gather here in New York City to read Marx and Engels.
Surprised people to see that. I think that, as we mentioned in the video, as the economic crisis has gotten steeper for many people across this country, you know, it's not a surprise that people are opening their minds to other ideas. And I think that in this country, you know, I think words like socialism or communism have been so stigmatized by the educational system, or perhaps the miseducational system, that so many people are afraid of those words. But I think that, you know, recent studies have shown that, many studies have shown that people definitely, the American people, support the redistribution of wealth. But if you mention the socialism as a word, they won't agree with it anymore. So I think that American people are open to different ideas. I think it's just a matter of trying to break down some of these ideas that have been, you know, pounded into our heads as far as being afraid of these terms.
But, you know, New York City is not really a good reflection of the quote-unquote rest of America, as you mentioned. So the question is the rest of the country ready to see things in a different light and not, like you said, have this black and white attitude anymore when it comes to the quote-unquote C word?
Yeah, I think that maybe people who perhaps before would be totally opposed to such an idea, I think maybe their living conditions now will, you know, dictate things differently, because they will see that maybe their ideological viewpoints may be one, but they're realistic. Their living condition, that, you know, people are feeling hunger now. People are noticing there's less jobs. People are losing their homes with all these foreclosures. So poverty is a reality for the masses of the people, even here in the United States, which is the richest country in the history of the world. So I think that these people who, like I said, in the past may have been even conservatives, are now facing a reality that's much different, and they're opening up their eyes and seeing that across the world, during the economic crisis that smashed places like the United States, Western Europe, when you look at other places, maybe like China or other countries, maybe more socialist, they have not been hit as hard by this crisis. So I think that people are seeing that capitalism is not only failing here, but it's failing across the world. So we have to look at other options. And it's no surprise that socialism, communism is more popular now than probably in the last who know how many decades.
And you mentioned that there's this sort of skewed view about what these systems, what these ideologies really mean. And a lot of experts say that it's really, you know, with the internet and these other media outlets besides the mainstream media, where Americans are actually starting to realize that maybe it's different than what they learned in school.
Definitely. I think, you know, my experience has been, I'm openly socialist. And when I talk to people about it, they say, oh, but socialism is bad or communism is bad. But if you take time to actually talk to some of these people and ask them, well, what do you know about socialism? What do you know about communism? Oftentimes they'll have no idea. They know that they hate it, but they couldn't explain to you the differences between capitalism and socialism. So I think that people are going to be open to it. And I think it's if people are a bit more open-minded, they'll see that there is some benefit to other systems that other peoples of the world have used. And, you know, when you look at a country such as America, we have multi-billionaires, and then one block down the street you have, you know, the homeless capital of the world, which is here in Los Angeles, at least of the so-called developed world. You know, something's not working. So, you know, people are open to these ideas, and I think that oppressed people, you know, especially people of color in general, are maybe more open to these ideas. But if you look around these circles, it looks like a rainbow. I mean, you have white, black, Latino, Asian, all kinds of people. And I think it's something that the world has woken up to, and now the people of America are doing the same.